Before we jump on anyone's back for their crystal meth habit or their alcohol problem, before you criticize your friend for saying that they're a meth aficionado, it's not an addiction, they could stop whenever they want, I want you to ask yourself a question. Could you, right now, take your phone, turn it off, so that it will not be receiving any communication, no emails, no text messages? You put it in a box for a whole day, and you go about your day in a carefree manner without thinking about this device. If the answer to that is yes, then you likely do not fall into the 57% of Americans who admit, these are the ones who admit to being addicted to their phone. It's all driven by the same thing. So when you ask someone who's addicted to something to quit, they feel that same feeling of panic and horror that they're going to have to change their life and lose this thing that so many things are tied into, whether it's with your phone and all the communication you do, or whether it's with your brain and all the neural pathways that have been formed with associations of good things or bad things with whatever substance or thing you find yourself addicted to. Video games or drugs of any sort, any kind, all types. They're all great. Some of them are a little bit addictive, but those are only the street drugs. Make no mistake, a doctor would never prescribe you something that was addictive. Like me, for instance, when I broke my leg at 13, I wasn't prescribed vast amounts of medical grade opiates. No, they wouldn't do that to me. They were good. No, don't get me wrong. There's a reason that you've got housewives that lose everything because they get addicted to the pills that they get prescribed. And then when the doctor cuts them off, they go elsewhere to the streets for the drugs. So, America needs to be compassionate. This is another study. This one says their respondents claimed that 48% of them claimed yes slash somewhat, and 52 said no, not really. So, still around 50%. Half of us are addicted to this device that is constantly used to manipulate your thoughts. The notifications that you get prompted to go look at, they shift your mind for the day. They fill your mind up with information, and you're addicted to this. And maybe things would get better if we could not be addicted to it. But how do you function? They've made it's like cigarettes. They're the most addictive thing out there, in my opinion. And I have dabbled in a variety of things that we shouldn't talk about. Okay? I would say out of the whole spectrum of drug usage, nicotine, because it's a background substance, you're doing it when you have your coffee, when you're driving, when you're watching television, after postcoital activity. Those neural pathways that are associated with something good and then using that drug are very hard to break. Make no mistake, nicotine is a son of a gun. I wouldn't recommend trying it ever. It's not worth it. Anyway, we're getting off topic. We're rambling. That's okay. Sometimes you got to ramble a little bit about nothing. But I mean, we are closing the video out here. I think this is good enough. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments.